De'Aaron, historic night for you, franchise record 60 points. To be in that kind of a zone, like just sort of take us through your thoughts and sort of how, you were attacking and going about getting your points tonight.
I think, like I said last game, just making a point of emphasis on keep touching the paint. Obviously, I shot 10 threes, but besides maybe the last two, I felt like all of them were open. So just continuing to try to touch the paint. Obviously, I have one of the best shot blockers to ever play the game, but if he's not stepping up or if I can get to my floater, you shoot it. If he does step up, we get dump offs. If they start to help, I kick it out. So I don't know how many times I touched the paint tonight, but it was for sure a lot.
De'Aaron, I know it goes result normally first before performance individually, but are you allowing yourself to at least relish in the fact that you hit a franchise career high?
Yeah, I would love to get this win. Obviously, I would have rather us get the rebound in the fourth and won the game there and not even have gotten to 60. So, of course, I wanted to get the win, but obviously at the end of the day, like that type of performance, that type of accomplishment is nothing to just breathe over and let it go. But yeah, it's definitely cool. But obviously, I definitely wanted to get the win.
De'Aaron, for whatever reason, these cup games seem to have some sort of extra, boost for you guys. Do you feel that when you guys are out there?
I think that feels a little bit like whenever we were down, I think we ended up getting into 12 or 13, or they ended up getting up by 12 or 13. And you can hear their bench yo, we need the points because I think they lost to Portland by 12 or 14, one or two. So everybody makes an emphasis on that. And obviously they would have wanted to, keep the game, a blowout. But for us, we're also playing for that, but we wanted to win the game at the end of the day, obviously, especially when we're down by that much. You want to make it respectable because at the end of the day, obviously they're 1-1. Hopefully next time we have a cup game at some point, we're going to be 1-1. Portland, if they lose, they'll be 1-1 at some point. And then you start looking at the head-to-heads, the point spreads, and all of those things start to matter. So I definitely think they've done a great job at doing that. And even the last play with 2 seconds left, we were prepared to play defense. We're down 4, and obviously we're thinking about the point spread. And they had a play drawn up, and we thought that they were going to try to go score. And obviously, a lot of times you see guys and they take it as disrespect. But I think with everybody kind of knowing what's on the line, everybody's playing to the last whistle.
De'Aaron, Timberwolves went up by 20 points in that middle third, but you guys, you countered that, by opening up the fourth quarter with a 14-0 run. At what point did you know, hey, it's go time, it's time to go because you scored 20 points in that fourth frame?
Yeah, we scored 33 as a team in the fourth, and that's not even the highest that we've scored. But I think in the first, from 12 minutes to 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they only scored 4 points. So I think that's where we really made it a game. If you can go half the quarter and they've made 2 baskets, you put yourself in a great position to win. And I think for us, where we really hurt ourselves was when we had the 5-on-4 when Julius's shoe came off and we come up in that possession empty. Those are the little things that definitely hurt you. And I think after that, we kind of lost a little bit of momentum.
Hey Fox, first off, did you mention to Keegan that you finally passed his?
I did. I gotta walk past his locker to come up here. So, but he was like, "But we lost." I said, "If we would have shot the fucking ball, we would have been fine right there." I definitely let him know. He did it against Utah, so that doesn't count. Last year, that doesn't count.
Fox, kind of going back to the defense too, the Timberwolves were shooting in the mid-50s from the field, around 50% from three-point range going into that fourth quarter. The percentages plummeted in the fourth. What specifically defensively did you see that you guys were able to do to get to that, start missing shots?
I think a big thing for us was the ball pressure. I think we started having ball pressure and then we shrunk behind. Obviously, they were making shots, but you continue to trust the chase. You continue to trust the foundation of our defense. And at some point, they'll start missing. Obviously, we want to continue to contest every shot, and we try to call the high five contest. And obviously, we have to try to make and see bodies, try to get off the ball. And obviously, he did make big shots in the fourth and in overtime. But you have to trust the foundation of the defense that we have. And I think we've done a good job this year, to be honest. And in that fourth quarter, I think if we can put together, we've had some good games this year, but if we can put together, a full 48 of the way that we played in the fourth quarter defensively, I mean, they might have had 2 or 3 wide open shots because of, getting us in rotation. But I think all in all, in that fourth quarter, that was one of the best quarters that we had defensively. And I think we were down 16 and being able to come back like that, like giving up less than 20 points in a quarter to any team in the league, like that's a tough thing to do, and you want to replicate that as much as possible.
Yeah, and obviously it's a bittersweet scoring 60 and not, getting the victory, but did you learn anything about yourself, or did it confirm anything that you already knew about yourself?
I mean, I knew I was nice already, so I wouldn't really say so, but I mean, just knowing the type of teammates that I had, like at least, I think whenever I had 48, like we're in the fourth quarter, at least like you might as well go get 60. And I'm like, I want this game to end in the fourth quarter, so I don't even want to have the opportunity to. But I mean, a lot of all my teammates wanted me to keep going, obviously. And but at the end of the day, I think to win these type of games, like you have to do it, as a team. And at times whenever I'm getting like Rudy pulled out, and I'm not chasing the ball, guys are looking at me like, come get the ball. But me being kind of how I am, I'm like, we have the best shot blocker in the league he's probably second behind. He's second behind Victor now, but the best shot blocker ever. He's standing at the 3-point line. He doesn't want me to get the ball. So as for me, I'm like, go to the basket, touch the paint. If we miss, we more than likely are going to get an offensive rebound because he doesn't want to leave my body. So, but I already knew I was nice.
Were you tired at all?
Am I tired?
Were you tired at all?
I think midway through the fourth, like I got tired and I came out for about 2 minutes, and I think we still had a good stint at that time. So it was definitely a good time to get rest. But to be honest, I'm really not more tired than I've been in other games.
Yeah, and then obviously Edwards had that big dagger. I mean, I was wondering, saw that moment with you guys after. Just curious if you might be able to shed light on.
Yeah. I think whenever I hit my 3 on him, he was like, tough shot, and then he comes down and I foot on the line, shot over 2 guys. I'm like, that's whenever you got it going, and he's trying to string people out. We're trying to double and get the ball out of his hands. That's the way that you take over games. You have to make tough shots like that, and regardless if it was a 2 or a 3, it made a 2-possession game, and that's what you do to carry your team to a win.
Would you want? That was the question.
Oh, I was like, that's a tough ass shot.
Yeah.
Like that's, shooting the ball over 2 people, regardless of where you are. He had it going, so the rim starts looking like an ocean.
2 more.
Yeah, De'Aaron, congrats on 60. What does the challenge tomorrow? What does that tomorrow present for you guys? Obviously, a team that on paper you theoretically should have a good game against. What do you have to do mentally to kind of prepare for that and come out with all the energy that you hope to have in the back-to-back?
We're 0-2 against Minnesota. Portland's 2-1 against Minnesota. So, it's a young team, but at the end of the day, they're long, they're athletic. They just got Shade Sharp back. They're playing well. They've been playing well the last like week or so. So we have to let this game go and be ready to play tomorrow. That's a team that's physical. They're a young team, so they don't have anything to lose. They go out there, they play hard. They play as hard as anybody in the league. So we can't dwell on this game. We have to be better in back-to-backs. I don't think we won a back-to-back this year yet. So you can't look at that team like they're just going to lay down, because that team comes out and they play defense, they rebound, they offensive rebound, they do everything in the hustle stats well, and they're continuing to grow.
Last one.
De'Aaron, what does it take mentally and mindset-wise to come back from where you were as a team at the end of the third quarter and put on a display as you did in the fourth?
Obviously, a lot of people talk about in the league now, like a 20-point lead, the game's not over. And I think that's as true as ever, and that's as true as it's ever going to be. We felt like if we were able to get stops offensively, that we would be able to put the ball in the basket. I think we had 82 going into the fourth. That's enough points to either be in the game or even be up in the game. And we knew that the problem lied in our defense. We gave up 98 points in 3 quarters. That's not going to win you a game. So we felt like if we were able to be better on that end of the court, that we'd be back in the game.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Darren.
You were at 60 anywhere?